Sorry about that. We'll continue our recording testing. On the plus side, I think the OBS issue is resolved because I haven't seen any issues aside from me running out of disk space there. I love that it didn't tell me I was low, by the way. Like, it's a disk space available, and it was like, you know, several hundred gigabytes, and it's like, oh, we're out, by the way. Like, wait. What do you mean? It's fine. Hopefully they didn't do something weird, like put it in ultra high quality, but we'll find out. As I said before, it was acting weird before I fixed the settings. There we go, nice little drive-by slice. So close. I almost made Draken proud there, so close. Need a couple more levels that would have killed. Or Galatine with Machine Percent would have killed there for sure. Kind of parasite GD level that. There we go. I like how it looked like I didn't hit them, but I could see that it hit them. Galatine is like the most generous hitbox in the world. Like, it just... My character... I could be like an entire character width off, and it was like, yeah, you tried. Just give it to me. Ertamperometer says, gonna be leaving for Thanksgiving party in an hour. Good luck on the runs. No worries, Parameter. Thank you for the good luck. Hopefully you have a good time. Ooh, that damage though, combined. I'm actually at the point I genuinely don't even think I would wear an accuracy booster over just having heavenly power, just to ensure that I can combo kill. It'd be one of those rare moments, I don't care. Since if I can handle mines, that means I can easily hit forest. Like, would I want to fight a Del Saber in Ruins? No. But am I going to? Probably no. I think the other thing I'm looking to do eventually is to make a Viridian Fomar. Fomar plus Fonural. Sadly, I could never do that since I'm the host. Somebody else will have to live my dream. So I can hold Commander Blade on the main account, but I then also can't do damage. Yeah, Commander Blade is really nice. Oh, forgot to do a box check, my bad. I was just so excited for murder. You don't understand. Should be able to at least get the recording from Twitch in regards to, you know, the last little portion of the stream. I don't think I'll bother getting the first half. But at least our talks to OBS and then capturing all those old PDs I think was important. Gotta keep up with the ult lore, the canonical lore of how much value I'm actually getting from Ultimate. I just quickly deleted CSR VODs. I'm like, yeah, kind of okay with not storing those. It's fine. They were uploaded. They know what they did. Well, on the plus side, it seems to be calculating again. I'm assuming that was just a bug in 32.01 where it didn't tell me the space available and disk in full approximately in an accurate measurement. I don't know how I would go from 400 gigabytes down to 0 in the span of 30 minutes. while this video upload. Hold on, chat. Let me upload my terabyte video to YouTube. Yeah, if I'm feeling bored later, terabyte of battery power value, something like that. If I'm feeling really bored, I might do a compilation of the, we'll call it the lost episodes. In fact, I'm gonna write it down. If I'm feeling very bored on this weekend, maybe I'll piece together. So that way we can get our response to the Chattington and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna try to piece together all the runs, but I could at least get little snippets. Okay. So from a sanity standpoint, I'm willing to do 2 more, but I think I need to do another quest after this. I think I've been very patient with it so far. Given even before our recording break here, we were playing earlier. Oh, I'm being clapped at. Sadly, I don't think his ATA is going to hold up very well in episode 4. Episode 1, though, it's really great. Maybe if I was max ATA, I would enjoy Fomar a bit more. It's just kind of an off-hunter. I remember trying, because I do have a level 200 red Fomar, so it's not like I haven't done it before. Don't find it as fun as just playing Fonuman. Oh, so close. Not a junk rare. Ultimate paying off big time. Classic ultimate mode. And 20, probably take that. So I guess the moral of the story, just for those that were not following the saga with OBS, apparently they deprecated my video driver, but they didn't. So it left it in some weird recording setting where it said it was deprecated, or I could choose the same encoder that was deprecated, and suddenly the issue is gone. I mean, wouldn't you think if it's literally the same encoder, it would have just moved it over if there was some issue with the previous one? I genuinely don't understand. So anyway, it seems fine now. Been going over an hour without issues, aside from it not telling me how much disk space was there properly. I think that also is resolved, because it tells me I have another 246 hours of recording, which sounds right if I have a terabyte. I couldn't resist, I wanted to hit this up. I was like, listen, thou shalt be murdered by my hand. Put down a happy little read. Oh, there we go. 1700. Get wrecked. That one was for Draken. Almost touching 2K on Fomar. We're getting there. So, genuinely, if we do end up getting a decent Galatine with hit, I will probably spear that over an X-Cal. Sounds like crazy talk, but honestly, I really don't use X-Cal in most of my runs. There's like a couple of quests I'd specifically use it for, but like everything else, it's usually just like one mini boss I'm looking to kill. Like I don't really care about X-Cow multi-hitting like guild chicks or something. The 2 do 3k damage, level 80 shifted E-band. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be something. Then I should have the X-Cow for if we get super buffs. Ouch. I had enough time to win before they died. Luckwangoy has found Doug 2000 Bazooka. They're doing the same run we are, probably. This time I'm gonna do a proper jump. So that I did at least 1500 to open Revenge. That wasn't the worst. I guess if I always know where the group is aiming, I could technically hit the back row of guild checks. Or not guild checks, cannabins, in order to speed up the run slightly. So I guess if I'm positioning out of my mind, and I know exactly where the rangers are standing, I could go to next level positioning. I have to pretend like I'm playing QCast or something. Like, I need to know where all my allies are, and me, and the enemies. Oh, combo kill! Get out of here, Brands. Get out of here. That was so much damage. Let's drop. Track getting a little helping, a little sampling of value. Nice, another level up. I'm just checking to see if I got accuracy. Sadly, I did. Already feeling a lot better about my stat line. I have low HP, so I can't die to Barands. I don't die to Sinnoh. I have just enough defense to survive. All that matters. That was good. Damage. Ooh. Annihilated. Oh, that would have combo killed if it hit. Oh, that's so sad. I actually do enough to combo kill now. So sad. Denied. Only had better accuracy. There we go. Nice little finisher. Okay, one last one and we need to do a different run. I'm open for Ultimate, Episode 4, Very Hard Mode, Episode 4. For, I guess, technically anything else in Xrd. like in episode 1, I'm okay with that. I don't have any Viridian IDs, sadly, though, that are leveled on this account. Eventually, we'll have to fix that. Might be something I do tomorrow. Try to get a Viridian out of the way. No worries, Draken. Well, on the plus side, we played long enough for me to isolate the OBS issue. So we should be good for streaming the rest of the week. Was it something I, the streamer, did wrong? No. For clarity. Nope. OBS just decided, you know what? We're just gonna break your recording option. We're not gonna give you any warnings about it. We're not gonna write about it in the patch notes. I'm gonna get you wrecked real quick. Oh no, chat, I've been clubbed. I guess the big question for people that are playing, do you think they'll introduce more Omnispawn into casual play? So like outside of event quests? Like we had Virtual Limits 1. Do you think they go further? Gonna say eventually we're just gonna get to the point where Retract just puts temple enemies in everywhere but temple. We're climbing tower and it's just all temple enemies. Just endless temple enemies. Is to take the base seabed tile set, and it's only like 6 rooms. You just teleport to all the big ones and leave the quest. Avoid seabed's entire issue by just removing literally every hallway. I think the only one you might keep is the one where you could technically warp down and clip out of the platform. Just because you want that room as an additional place to play on. I mean, honestly, that would kind of get rid of most of my complaints. Just remove most of the hallways. Just 80% hallway gone. I'd like to have like a little connecting hallway. It's not like they don't put enemies in the hallway anyway. They'll see that hallway with like 10 million Rika boxes to me. Oh no. Not mean to pick up an L Farm Plus. Here we are. There you go. Get those exclusive Ephinea colors. No. Thought I could hit him before. Thought we were gonna trade blows like a dramatic showdown in a samurai movie or something. It's two warriors cross paths with each other. They just stand there dramatically, backs turned to each other. One just explodes. The lasso is too slow. That damage though, good one. Finisher. So sad that he... Ooh, got the kill. Thank you, Zalor and teammate assistance. Like, there's an example where I killed stuff because there were just too many enemies for chance bullets. Out of here. Ultra dead, goodbye. Uh-oh. Didn't group up. It's gonna be awkward. I was gonna say, I could've waited. No worries. Got there in the end. If we were a low-level party, that would have been a party wave, but... high level, we can afford stuff like that. Aw, I knocked down. Yeah, I think at this point, pretty happy with this character. Obviously, yes, I'd probably like another 12 to accuracy. Kind of tie up some missing heavy hits. I think he could reach it. We might need a hit Galatine for the rest of the issue. There we go, 1300 damage, respectable. Rest ray gun with no hit percent, please. Something what'll happen is I don't want to push for Galatine at the moment, but we could still do more random attack after episode 4X or something else other than MA4C. I like the quest, but we got a lot of runs of it today already. I'm okay with mixing it up a little. I don't want to get burned out on the quest. Some of their RBR, when you go like more than like an hour and a half with no value, then you just kind of go, I'll play something else for a little bit. See how that goes. Do you enjoy your food, Kraken? Pulls away. Should put the grinder on. This thing. I guess at minimum I should just grind it while I'm here. I'm always looking for higher hit Galatine. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, we'll go there. Currently at 25. I'm using all zeroed on this character, so it needs worse. It's just such an annoying amount of hit with it. I don't want to bore chat with it. We would have to play green or yellow for it. But it's really up to the group. I'm willing to do red. I think I'm gonna leave the power mag on this character permanently. Cool. Oh. Yeah, he can keep inside. Does he need Probably not. Now that he's ascended to the right stat total. Yeah, those double heavenly powers. See, now all the times we get trolled in ultimate, I'm finally making use of that drop, chat. I did it. Happy. Bye, did the Nanalo. So I'm thinking... I guess I'll take the group's opinion. So from the standpoint, would you prefer red, green, yellow, purple, episode 4? The C retract is green, so technically retract can always host. Green with perp player too. Okay. I will probably need to switch characters for that, but that's fine. Oh, Fulcrum, is your broadcast purple? If not, it's not a big deal. I'll just switch characters. Oh, they are purple? Okay. And I will continue leveling my ult force account. We eventually need to level up these other Faux Newman, but they are not in a rush by any means. It's not like I don't have Faux Newman for Christmas. At this point, it's more of a convenience. We already have like a level 80 Redria, so I can start technically doing like TTF with this character if I wanted to. We got a whole bunch of people at 40 for ATP purposes. The fact that only like 3 or 4 IDs have not been leveled is very funny to me. Gotta value them during Xmas 2 times drop anything rate? Oh no. Yeah, like the only Faux Newman that like technically needs to be leveled would be RNID, because I don't have an RNID Faux Newman, and Green ID, I think, are the only ones I genuinely don't have a Faux Newman of. So like those would be worth my time, because that would be a thing I don't have currently. But in terms of just not interrupting the pace of play, I'll just switch to red Faux Newman. Oh, I drew 2nd. Failed my mission. Let me go equip items, and by the time I'm out of there, yeah, I see there's like, see that's the difference between like Christmas event and like anniversary, right? Like you can get platinum badges. Have I ever gotten one? No. Have I gotten ultimate presents that paid off before? Yes. So there's at least incentive to play on ultimate without like necessarily hard punishing you either for playing lower difficulties, which I feel like they started doing, and I'm just sitting there thinking about like, is that really what they should be doing? Be punishing players for playing what they might have the ability to access. So at least for Christmas, there's a lot of other quests that I do genuinely enjoy. So like December Disaster 2 is fun. I can mix it up every now and then with Christmas Fiasco 4. Christmas Fiasco 1's a bit more situational. Oh, I see Chips is here. Want to join us, Chips? There we go. Do the happy thing. There we go. Now we got double purple ID, so we have purple ID coverage for days. Yeah, we'll do Xer. I mean, technically could do E4, but I think it'll be a bit more refreshing to not spam E4. we might be doing that a lot in the future anyway. We'll do a little dance in the meantime. Yeah, it's kind of like how, you know, a lot of players only play TTF first year or so they have it. We have purple, I'll get another Roth, okay? Sure, that's fine. So the only thing that I'll do is I'll leave briefly and come back to ensure that I'm not second. That should guarantee we have purple now. Here we go. We did it. We did musical chairs. So I know guaranteed I'm third. Therefore, if Retract has to leave, it will go to Chips as the host. There we go. Oh, fulcrum level, so that way they're a bit stronger. Getting extra levels right before Christmas event is probably for the best. You can kind of gauge whether or not you feel you're ready in terms of how quickly you can clear these enemies. So we'll probably do a mix of green ID and maybe pink ID. Episode 4. Once it comes to Christmas Fiasco. A lot of people will do it because the enemy count is so high that you can use it as a Heaven Striker run. There's a ton of Gertabulus, which means, generally speaking, pink ID is really happy to be there. And even to an extent, solo Viridian isn't terrible. It's not preferred over the other IDs, but it's still technically viable. You have to think about it this way. It has such a high density of Gertabulus, Gorfons, Zoots, that all the rare enemies and even the staple items are also still good for them. Although most people will definitely pick to do Viridian as their second ID rather than play Viridian. It's not to say that it's unplayable, because I think some people kind of use, I would say, too strong of a language to say, like, whether or not it is good. It's like, it's one of Viridian's best runs, but it's still better under other ID. I think is the most accurate way to describe it. So almost any ID that does episode 4 that does not need a boss drop to be good, be happy to do this Fiasco for. Technically, for all those green ID spaceship lovers out there, you can enjoy the horrors of green ID Christmas Fiasco too. Which, who knows, maybe I'll play it very briefly just once this year. Maybe that'll be our annual meme. I just play one attempt at it and then just don't select it for the rest of the event. I'll be like, here's your annual reminder of why we don't run this quest. So unless I play with, like, the absolutely most, like, kitted out of their minds players, I don't think I'll have any fun there. That would be like a Poop Wheat special kind of quest, but for me it'd be like, nah. Definitely do not bring anybody that needs to level there. But that is almost a strictly 180 and above club only. Need that red ring. Air damage isn't too bad here with Rifoe. See, you know what's funny is that this XP is the same as the RBR quest, so I'm about even in terms of leveling here. I've been runneth over. So pretty much I don't really care what boss we fight, as long as we fight a boss for XP. I mean, ideally it would probably be Condrio or St. Million, but even Shepardin is just kind of a free win for XP. I'm not gonna be really mad at that. It's not the inverse of pod, where the only reason you want to do pod is not chambered in. It is 100% the Gigondru. Here, I'm like, 2 out of 3 bosses are fine. The other one, at least, will be mercifully short. All the Astarks walking around confused. Ooh, barely stopped that. As a reminder, as you cross this bridge, you're gonna be farmed. So I can try to put out a courtesy Gafoe, like right here. You walk past me, that's your fault. I can't help you beyond that point. Here's your courtesy Gafoe. Oh, oops. The Dwarfon's corpse was so large, I forgot the enemies were actually there. It's good camouflage. They almost won that round of hide and seek with the team. Oh, it was so too slow. I cast it. It's so unfair. He did his little animation and everything. I guess because I wasn't first in the room, the timing was different. Because that's where I normally cast it. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, this area actually feels really fun in very hard mode. Like, is it efficient over massive attack? No. Is it nice to actually be able to get bosses? For XP reasons? Yeah, it could be nice. You got the setup for it, it's nice. Okay, we gonna go to desert? Oh, crater interior. Get Dorfon, get Dorfon. Oh. Yeah, just assume it's gonna run you over. If you see that we get crater anything, just assume we're gonna die. Oh, that actually killed me? Oh, maybe I was injured. I thought 740 was enough to survive. Probably was injured and didn't pay attention. Let's get absolutely mowed down. Yeah, like this whole thing where it's like the zoo and then all the rappies. This is a very hard mode coded quest. It's like, oh yeah, it's pretty easy to just always unlock everything there. I'm gonna group them up a little. So technically, Green ID will get Cannon Rouge from Dorfon Eclair if it shows up. So in a weird way, Retract still might get an item of interest here. We see Dorfon Eclair. We see Pazuzu, we all collectively get mad. Like one of the only rare enemies we really don't want to see. Like, how dare you take our V101 chances away? Ouch. Lower level 2P, I guess I'll pick up. I think from a ranger and funeral standpoint, I might have all of the techs now that I need. I'm not sure. I picked up at least 10 Gafoe Bardas. I don't think I have like a lot of the basic techs. Like I don't think I have, 20 Foe 20s, for example. Oh, laser, but no special. See, a 45 hit laser would have been okay. It was like demons. Would it have been better than Bringer's rifle? No. But it would have been a little hand-me-down or giveaway item. Valiant frame with slots. I think I will. Chat has been helping me very generously get enough basic armor so I don't need to armor swap. Mostly I'm just picking up weapons. Ideally, I'll end up with a ton of fire scepters, and then that'll resolve all my Phonumen swaps. Just getting the photon drop, love to see it. I don't remember if it was Dorfon or Seer. I didn't trust it either way. Like, you're not tricking me. I see those rocks over there. When I see rocks, I'm assuming you want me to hide behind them to survive Dorfon. Oh man. Well, that reminds me, I was playing with Retract the other day. I was showing Retract all the places to hide against Dorfon. I had that single player tech down on lock. Maybe I'll show that on stream one time. How do you survive Dorfon on like MA4C if you can't combo kill them with Gapoe? All the stacks. We were exploiting the fact that the Dorfon can't charge if its back and sides are against something relative to the player, and I literally could not be charged at. It could charge away from me, but as long as I didn't aim at an opening, it wouldn't charge. It's very interesting. So you might recall that some of the areas here have that little silver platform that extends into the pit, aka the crater. You can actually stand on those after luring the Dorfons over with a charge, and then they won't charge you. Or at least I have never seen them charge if they can charge there. I've seen them charge out of it, but if you put your back to the pit and they're also against the pit, they don't do anything. They just try to stomp or laser repeatedly. Aw, Desert 1. Oh, so but one day we'll get Desert 3 as a group. Desert 3 is so nasty. Not even sure how much of the Desert 3 has even been on stream before. Look at me go. Pretty happy. I'm level 111. Got good MST. Leveling with Chris earlier makes this run much easier. I think I still need to go back for a Dragon HP to survive the boss, unfortunately. 100 Mag Blast. This quest is long enough that, you know, at high level, I could actually just run, like, triple PV boosts. Right? Or at least double. Like, V801 add a double PV increase. I can see that. Because even right now, I'm at, like, 65 meter, but that's mostly because I take a lot of damage. Yeah, we got my least favorite side of Desert 1. The other side a lot more. I will say, though, it will be incredibly sad if we get a Heaven Striker during this week before we get another, like, lame on this account. Because I don't think I picked up a lame so far, aside from chat gifting one. So if I get the Heaven Striker one before that, that is actually just sad. Triple the likelihood of not attaining it and still get it. Like, take that logic. And now we're getting up to some decent XP a second. A little more than the Mines quest we were doing earlier. Plus, we haven't gotten to the boss yet, which is where a lot of the XP is going to be. Already at a very healthy 180 plus. Desert will very rapidly amp up our XP. Like, Raider XP is but if we get, like, double desert or triple desert runs, ooh, we're hitting, like, 220 plus easy. No question. Hello, random trap. Hello, random trap. Epic version of the existing pirate theme. It's 4 enemies. Let me briefly just get one more HP booster so I don't explode. There we go. Oh, chat. 45 hit gun year, Phil. Ooh. See what we got. Oh, right. Not player 1 this time. I was holding back because I'm used to being player 1. Oh, that's just Chambered in. It's fun. Get our dragon scale attempts in. The attempt, by the way, oh no. I guess sonding the scale. I killed a red one, so team has like 5 millennia to kill this. I'm not too concerned about us killing that one. It's like, yeah, might as well pop it. Plus I left it near the entrance already. Saves us time. I guess I'll go assist. Got PP lasers. I can Zalore evenly. You can PP laser the Chambered in, that's fine. I'll mostly just heal. If I'm feeling really brave, I'll going in with RemoteBattery. Oh, that still kills me? Oh, that's whack. Never mind. I guess I needed 882 to live. My bad. I'll bring more next time. Uh-oh, Retract dying here is kind of a problem. Yeah, I thought 855 was enough. Maybe I'm thinking a very hard mode. Fun. Pop it real quick there. That went fine. I mean, obviously, you know, I'll bring another Heavenly, or I'll bring another Dragon. Chambered in does more damage for some reason than the other bosses. And it's very noticeable and very hard when I need like 780 health to survive sometimes. Boss can be a little whack. Got my level up. See that? We hit 220 on the boss. Just the boss alone put us at 220. Imagine a full desert run where we would get more XP in general. for now, I'm gonna equip that. Get one more Dragon HP. Yeah, just kind of solid XP. That's catapulting this character into a hard carry Phonuman. Oh, I'm actually maxed on Pride Fluids. I didn't see that one coming. It's also armor. Valiant train though. I don't have triple heavenly HP on this character yet. But I did pick up a lot of Dragon HP while playing very hard mode, so at least I could say I picked up upgrades that are actually relevant? Question mark? Guess that works. Throw away a Daimate, that actually messes up my menuing. Raktos, then ships will join, but hoping we'll get a more desert-filled run, but we'll see what happens. So just for clarity, for people that haven't run it before, it is possible to go from the starting area to Desert 1 to Desert 2 to Desert 3. It can't take us to Desert 2, then back to Desert 1. It can only go downward, or upwards. So if we go to Desert 2, we know everything below that is out, and it has to take us to Desert 2. So we can kind of tell where it's taking us. So if we get like really early craters, it seems to really like routes where it brings us to crater interior. The number of paths are not unlimited. I think they're spelled out in the quest itself for those that are curious. Because essentially there's an A path and B path through every time we work, we end up potentially somewhere else. And then that determines what series of areas we get. But like these starting rooms will always be the game, which can help if you're looking for consistency of value. Which is why I wanted to make sure our quest guide was updated to kind of comment on that. Like putting it in there versus saying like don't run it. Like, oh, I think I frame one frozen. Sorry, it's a single player habit. Too powerful, chat. I could put him outside the time and space you're able to target. Yeah, I would recommend for those that are not aware, I did put a forum post out for a very hard mode. So definitely if you want to share any of your experiences doing the runs, you can add it as like more anecdotal evidence of like what the average experience is. I didn't want to put like all the anecdotal evidence. I tried to keep it just purely fact-based. But I think sharing those experiences is important. Ooh, we got a different crater route. It's possible we might see Desert 2. More enemies. Interesting. I don't think I normally go this route too often. Oh, this is an all too familiar room, unfortunately. I've seen this room a million times. Not from that room normally, though. Oh, I'm getting hammered with... Stop it! Man, everybody was throwing Bowie at me. That is a good number of enemies right here. So many enemies. I forget, do you get Dorfon when you walk in here? Some quests Dorfon you. Oh, you get zooted in here. That's fair. And see how, like, all the enemies are close enough to Bowie? This makes me think that this quest somebody also tested it first to see how it felt on lower difficulties. Oh, there's the Dorfon. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like this is, like, either you get Dorfon on the way in or on the way out. Like, you go to pass through the laser gate and they just nope you in the face. Oh, speaking of which, no, I'm not falling for this. Nope. I nope the Dorfon, chat. No, no, no. Listen, years of paranoia about this room paid off. I don't have to remember. I just know instinctively I was gonna get Dorfon. Yeah, just nope, nope. Nope-a-thons. Nope-ons. Nice. Oh, we didn't get desert. What did we get? Oh, northern route. Ew. Oh, are we not even gonna get desert? Oh no, we have to get desert. If it skips to desert 3, I could forgive it. If this goes straight to desert 3, all is forgiven. Telemeter instinct. Oh, you're just afraid to enter any hallway. You just randomly just get absolutely botted. This is certainly a song from the pirate song, so the Yakuza. I think there's enough lyrics to get us copyrighted. I think the one time when we're having OBS issues in the previous stream, and I let the words play out, it did get copyrighted, by the way. So if chat thinks of being too paranoid, it did actually get muted in the VOD. Too powerful. Thanks, AI, pretty much. I think this one counts more as chanting, so I don't think it'll trigger. But definitely any lyrics beyond just like 5 or 6 words, it'll cut it somewhere. Unless it is an extraordinarily obscure song. They don't yell Sega at the end, yeah, it's over. Instant copyright. Well, I guess we still get more chances at Dorfon Eclair. Okay. So we're getting our PD per hour essentially now. So this time, this is the there's like a line on the floor. That's where I Gafoe. Just kind of walk into the room. Although interestingly, we didn't get Dorfon in the face. Did we go to another crater? Yeah, this is a different room than we went last time. So maybe it's because we're forced to. Maybe because it knows that we have to go to desert. We're in a different route. Yeah, this is different than when we were here last time. I think. I mean, it definitely adds more freshness to the area. Oh, extremely rude grants there. It's hard to tell which split you get. Thanks, Tiger, for the great design. Oh, it's a crater interior? What? Oops, all crater? Okay, that's a little disappointing. Well. Oops, all crater. Although, since I'm over here and I see it, can I box check these? Yes. Blue full moment? Yeah. This is where, yeah, if we were playing Blue ID all the way through. Unironically, I did think about playing Blue ID here. Like, long term, I mean. Because you have to think about it this way. If you go underground, you're going to get Gertabulus, which is Nay's Claw. So it's not like they even hate going underground to begin with on Blue ID. The only thing they don't care about is the boss. So if somebody just was just anything of value in player 2, then they would just swap over. Otherwise, they benefit from Pazuzu, a little bit Dorfana Claire. They don't have a lot of other reasons to swap while moving through. I don't think they get anything interesting on Marissa, since Ophiel Seas is on Pazuzu. Yellow player 2. Unironically, probably. You would probably do blue-yellow. Yeah. Might bring about a new meta. The revival of Blue ID. Let Blue ID claim its proper throne as the king of episode 4 forever. Yeah, because surface would be limiters. You got Gyrosols in both areas. I definitely want to make sure we get a blue Ponyumin that's able to carry this. But I think as long as I get my episode 4 blue Ponyumin's leveled at some point by like end of next year, which is a very long time to go get like 3 characters to 80. I think we'll have some good options here. Ooh, this is very reminiscent of Passive Attack with the Zoos lined up like that. It is called Blue Burst, it's true. It's not called Retro Burst. Let's unlock the Liquid Fluid for the team. So I like that we even went to like a different area for the final one. It's a little different, just to ensure we end up at the right place. And again, all this MST just means that somewhere around the 120 to 130 region, he's just going to be able to solo all of MA4C at more or less optimal speeds. His ATA is terrible. Which is kind of funny, because he's dual-wielding Adepts, and he's got lower ATA than my Fomar. What do you to think about that statement? I mean, I guess he's not getting any ATA from the mag, but still. It's not a very significant difference. Because what? It's like I'm basically having a 40 dex mag, where my Fomar is using a 48, but only one Adept. Oh, faux Newmans. All the Newman stat lines don't make any sense, chat. They got cheated. They definitely should have had 200 materials instead of 150. There we go. Equip one of these. Actually, I have to unequip both of these, sadly. Hopefully I survive with 909 health, question mark, unknown. I guess it really depends on what we're fighting here. It's Condryu. This one's for Draken right here. So just remember, don't leave until we are guaranteed on the final phase, or else it'll be very sad. If you leave now, the game will just have a heart attack and die. Yeah, you got hit with the 1 in 10. Well, look at me abuse that mag invincibility. How did it not die? What does it have, like 1 HP? Get out of here. You cheater. I swear that killed. Whatever. Okay, hopefully I have enough to survive, question mark. So until we see that it's at the 2556, Retract will help us. And it's up to you, Retract. I can offer up my Heaven Striker. It's your decision on what you want to do with it. Give the team some chances at some upgrades. I'm gonna go unequip. I need to go back to Rebard Emerge. Do I survive this is a question. I definitely survived Missile. Survive BS things spawning in my path. Problem is I'm looking for 30 hit plus. Okay. Ooh, survived. All that matters. A little off-center because the camera is acting so weird. Why is the camera angled up so hard right now? You not? Here we go. Uh-oh, somebody's missing the back one. Just be careful, team. I think you're hitting only the front three, not the back left one. Oh, it's gonna be so desynced. Oh, I almost saved it. Okay, so once this one pops and it does the... So we're Retraction leave yet. It has to do the big attack here. We're gonna wait for it to hit the screen. Then once he sees that it's spawned, then we'll move forward. If he left now, then we're host. It's GG. We're gonna wait for the big attack. We're gonna make sure he spawns, or else the game gets really confused. Okay. Now Retract and leave. There we go. Okay, so the Dragon HP made a difference there. A few more levels I won't need it. And then I can option select what amount of HP will make me trigger my mag. Sadly, I don't have a Mind Mag that has invincibility triggers, or else I'd be really abusing it hard here on Kondryu. I got Meseta, but I got 92,000 experience. Grab. I'm gonna say by the lack of banner and excitement, I'm assuming no one got Heaven Striker. Rip. You sell these armors, and I'll join the team soon. Yeah, when I get to a point where I don't need that dragon HP, then I'll be in a good spot. I run through Retract now. Yeah. Oh, you're saying need. Oh, okay. If you're offering, definitely. You're Oh, left the PD behind. We'll force him to take it later. I'll be like, oh, oops, Butterfingers, and it's be a photon drop. Middle of the floor. Yeah, the ideal amount of heavenly HPs is 3 on any given account. So that way you could just have your main attack basically unit on and the rest are heavenly. Should never need quadra heavenly HP. The chips roll in. Cool little dance. We'll need... Oh, Chip's gotta sit out. I mean, this is probably still fine. Oh, actually, Fulcrum should go second. So if Chips has to go out, Falcon could go second, because that's Xcal. Big brain. That's fine. I don't think team will say no to Xcal chances either. So either way, we got our ID swap settled. I need to go get a drink. RN being used, yeah. I will be 2 minutes. You can start quest if you want. It's really up to if somebody else is joining, but be right back. I am back. Go catch up with the group. Oh. Wasn't sure if they put down Reaper or not. No worries, Falcon. I did the same thing. I had to get a drink. Been trying to make water more exciting, because I feel like I haven't been drinking enough of it lately. I'm curious if chat has ever tried adding stuff to water. I don't mean like sugar, I just mean like in general. So I'm trying something different today. I put like a little pinch of cinnamon in the water. Use tabs, that's fair. Salt? Oh, okay. That's fair. Or satellite, is it? Got a hot barista response on the forum post? Oh no. Do I have to go into reader mode? Am I gonna read the hot take? Oh boy. Hold on. I'm opening it up. What was even responding with here? Alright, let me read through. Move chat over here. Alright, so let me read through. Yeah, based off of skimming through, I don't think they read through the post. That's fine. Anyway, from 32 minutes ago. This is a neatly detailed explanation of an offshoot method for making PDs in trade channel. I'm not sure. Is he referring to like? Is he implying that I didn't write these posts before in the trade channel? I don't know. I feel like that's implying something there, which has me confused. Because I am pretty sure I am the only person that has hard pushed very hard code. If somebody did it many years ago, this would be news to me. Although looking at drop table you proposed for removal is just okay. Definitely not every enemy has a useful. Not every enemy is a useful drop. What? There's a few enemies for episode 4 that are just bad drops on blue pool. What? What? Okay, even if we're only talking about what? What I got from all this method seems to be really considered good for farming 2 PD items in mass and then mass selling these really small and relatively unuseful components. What? Heaven Striker code is not 2 PDs. Jayas aren't 2 PDs. Cloaks aren't 2 PDs. What? As well as construct as the method thread is, I don't see the appeal behind spending an equal amount of time farming. What? For tiny 1 CTP items that are directly used for upgrade from ultimate. That is an ultra hot. Heavenly Arms aren't useful for ultimate? Jaya's not useful? Excuse me? Now perhaps the PD rate is better because of the lower difficulty, and I understand when people recommend it, trying to do something similar to ultimate. Perhaps learn why this method is intended to do in the first place. Despite that, I still feel like this method is not something I would partake in. Well, I don't care about what Barista plays. Listen. It's like, listen, I've already seen his responses before on the quest topic. So I'm like, I have no interest in getting this person to agree with me. That ship has sailed. I saw what that's like. I'm just like crazy. Ignore the Hellragon. Oh, Retract already responded. Okay, we'll retract spawn. I can speak to over 30 hours of runs of my own vouch for Ziggy has said. The value here exceeds what we've seen in CCC pre-drop removal. Drop cards are good enough, the values consistently exceed sweep up 3 when in good rotation. Yep, that's literally, we do it literally all the time. It's gonna get you endgame gear, this hunt for me to land the other ones, plus all the other drops on the chart. Calling the drops on 2 PDs that are useful seems a bit off base when talk about items like Jai Select Cloak, Igni Cloak, but have the arms, yeah. That's crazy. That is, I feel like those are coming from somebody that has never tried trading those items before. I feel like for somebody that's like, oh, I'm a ranger, I only care about like Heaven Striker, Cannon Rouge, X-Cal, and this quest doesn't have them, therefore the quest is bad. That's what I kind of got from that versus like every item here is worth bajillions of PDs. And the hard ups. By the way, that doesn't include the hard ups either. It's like, I'm like, that's so many items. It's so many items though. Yeah. I'm like, are you gonna tell me the hard up items are 2 PDs? And the cloaks are 2 PDs? So that's what, 4 items that are 15 or more PDs? In the same hunt by just playing swap IDs? Let alone Jaya? Or any of the high hit common weapons? No, we're not gonna address any of those points? No? I don't think he read it. That to me is lunacy. Yeah, I was gonna say buy a giant on you hit 1 PD. I'm just like, what? Crazy. I'm not gonna reply to that comment. I think my video response is good enough. I have no interest in talking to that player in particular. I find their takes amusing, but I don't feel like they're worth discussing. The one and only time that I attempted to do that, the forum got locked. Not from what I said, but from what people agreed with me. And I'm like, yeah. It's just like, the value from it is just insane. I mean, I can edit the original post to say just like how much value per hour there is. Like, they really want me to put anecdotal in there. I will just say that I got over 600 PDs in 80 hours. And that's a roundup because I know those 80 hours of gameplay were not fully and very hard. Given one of the characters, we literally leveled from normal to very hard to do those runs. So I'm like, I know that was not a full 80. Yeah. I don't know. This is the same person that I think in another thread was talking about how they didn't really play episode 4 before. So I'm like, I kind of take whatever they say with a massive grain of salt. I'm not even offended. I'm just kind of like, they live in their own world. I can't hope to reach those people. I don't know. So that's why I was more so kind of what Retract responded to was something I guess I preemptively predicted I would get some dumb responses. Like, you go rewatch the VOD. Didn't I just say, like, didn't I almost actually say genuinely a half hour ago for people to put their responses in the forums? If so, that was incredibly well timed and funny. If that actually lined up to be like when the comment was, I don't remember how long ago that was relative to now. I do find that very funny. So I definitely recommend, team, that if you have gotten value from doing these runs, I would very much appreciate if you put your experiences, or you can even talk about how much I gained. I don't really care. Whatever you want to write in that forum post. I can tell you right now, I would not have a Baran's, and I guarantee you I would probably not have any items of interest either. Maybe I would have been lucky, would have gone up at a high hit of something, maybe 2 somethings in the span of 80 hours. But in Ultimate, you're usually talking hundreds of hours to see something good, not sub 100 hours. Craziness. Bracken says, make a compilation of clips of high value drops, you picking up red box and casually playing to yellow text to teammates. Oh my gosh. Something. It's gonna say, Mr. President, a hot take has hit the forums. It's all over. Something else. Something else, chat. I'm just shaking my head. At least we have Subterranean Desert too. I didn't pay attention if this was the second area that we got into to here, or if this is the third. I feel like we went to 1, 2... That's the third one. Okay. I was trying to keep track. I got distracted by the hot take. Sorry. The hot take was like... It was something. Yeah. I just find it very interesting from that standpoint, like how quick they are to brush off like all these. I list out like why all these items are useful for new players. So even if we only go off of those, like, I don't know, that to me is just very silly. I guess if you truly never trade, you will not get the full value from episode 4. I guess if you never want to get a divine filter ever, it's fine. You know where every rare drop and very hard the PD value is a part with Ultimate? It really is. Oh man, I'm sorry. There's so much hot takery happening. I can't handle it. Yeah. So good. Fireball missed. On the plus side, I could just Bowie spam finally. Always fun. Which. Yeah, just genuinely, I feel... I'd say the data proves, not even anecdotally at this point. I think the data just straight up proves you get more PDs per hour. So unless you genuinely hit big on one of these items, you're not going to outvalue anything in very hard mode in Ultimate. The only thing that comes close are like group runs of like Terrell's Ego. Maybe like MA1C, maybe? Like it has to be a boss rush with it. It's better than like a solid 75% of the RBR quests. Just because it has so many items of interest, it's hard to keep track of them all. Like we talked about, I think on stream before, like as a new player, every single item is useful. Even the gay ball technically is useful for hunters. But as like veteran players, there's just so many photon crystals. Yeah, and I talked about unsealing. That was in the forum too. Like, where are you gonna get like 5+ PDs an hour during drop rate week and unseal? That's crazy. Don't even lose any value while playing. Like Bonkersville. So that's why I was like trying not to put anything anecdotally myself to say like how many PDs per hour we get. Oh boy, it's Desert 3. Desert 3 with 3 people. Wish us luck. We're going in. There's gonna be so many Gerda moves. Oh no. The XP will be amazing though. Okay, Operation Gapoe stack as a go. 1 desert per party member, so true. Buffs here. Yeah. Plus it has a simple 4, like, you still genuinely get high hit weapons. You get Claire's deal items. I mentioned all that in the forum post. Like, Forest Ultimate, I think you can get Claire deal. I think? It's like, you do resets for the boxes or something, for the sniper, if I remember correctly. Yep, you use it for Meseta farming. You get all the tickets. Yeah, I love the casual dismissal of, like, the tickets, too. Which is, like, you're already getting, like, so much value. It's like, it's so insane. So it's like, even if you only take the PD elements from it, you end up with so many raw PDs. It's crazy. So it's like, you're already competitive with like some of the better ultimate quests, but then you also get value from tickets, which is insane. It's crazy. Like that revenge kill on the enemy there. I'll pop the boxes here. Yeah, like it is just actually insane how much value there is. I mean, I don't want to be like that guy about it, but like the person already proclaims that they're like the caves enthusiast. So they did a caves quest. They play classic mode. I think episode 4 is out of their depth. Just be real honest. From what I've seen anecdotally, it was more of an opinion formed on other things I've seen him comment on before. I don't believe in it. But I already wrote like over 4 pages of why it's like one of the best quests in the game. Am I gonna say it's better than like TTF or Terrell's Ego? No, that's why I was very specific in my wording to say that it is literally on par with RBR quests, because I really think it is. I don't think like it can compete with like a purple or a white ID Terrell's Ego, and there are some really good episode 4 runs in ult, but like to actually run those efficiently requires like a lot of good gear. So like if you're at truly the end game of gear and you have like your speared brands and you got your ES weapons, it will probably be better to run ultimate. But at the same time, like the fact that you could just slap together like 10 PDs on a character and just hard carry value is just not possible to do an ultimate comparatively. The stat requirement is so much higher. The damage dealt is so much higher. Even just hitting them can be annoying for low-level characters. So that barrier of entry from like levels 80 to 120, where you would be like absolutely suffering as like a force to try to solo that kind of quest. Then you just kind of body every fool. Because I think a big thing with Terrell's ego too is that like, to get a full clear, you really need like a 4-player check, and if you're only doing frozen shooters, then you're barely checking anything other than the Rappies. Just not like a lot of enemy checks either. Nice, another photon drop. Can't play caves, but can't even play What's He On Classic, right? Oh no, am I missing more? I mean, to be fair, like their title says like Caves Dweller or whatever. I don't usually call people out, but you know, it's gonna point it out. Yeah, it's literally their profile image is literally of caves, so it's like I'm not taking anything out of context on that one. I have no idea what quests are available in Classic. I have no interest in spending mind space to learn what's in Classic. All I know is that it removes a lot of the custom quests, which is like, well then, why would I want to play the area that barely gets new content? Like, my brain just put those facts together and I went, nah, no thanks. Like, I never want to learn. I don't plan on making any guides for it. I'll go, no. I'm not nostalgic for GameCube days. Like, listen, I enjoy my Galatines and my X-Cals. I don't really want to go back to damage cancel days either. Got Charge Club. Oh, we got a more friendly route this time. Wasn't too bad, actually. Okay, so there's another variant of this, just for clarity, where we have to fight in this room, so we didn't have to fight in this room. We got the merciful route. I think the game had pity on us. Otherwise, we have to fight like 12 Gertapulers or something. Or not 12. It's like 8. It's truly an insane number. Oh yeah, they removed drops from CCC HellCleave. Rest in peace, CCC. I'm so sorry we had to break the news to you. I'm so sorry, HellCleave. Yeah, they removed it right before Halloween. Yeah, rest in peace MAE Temple, rest in peace CCC. It's still there, but you just don't get anything for it other than XP. Which I guess if you're unsealing is okay, but at this point there really is genuinely no reason to beat that over episode 4, like Beyond the Horizon, versus or even just Massive Attack normally. Oh yeah. I think a lot of people were not happy with it, but then there were the vocal minority that posted in the Discord. It's kind of unfortunate. I have a quest suggested for unsealing for you. Oh no. Gonna be Retract's upcoming quest. We're all gonna learn today. Not like we got chambered in here. Double chambered in Conjure is quite a combo. I hopefully survived this. We'll find out. Okay, now I survive thanks to the triple heavenly HP. It's Blueful very hard, MA4C, so true. Ooh, okay, so if you miss a brand shot, then all the brand shots are desync, so now it doesn't matter. You have to land, I think, normals for that to work. Your accuracy's not crazy. The drops are no good. So true. If only they were better, chat. It's fine. I'll resolve it. There we go. Could've gotten one more if I timed that better. Buy Ignition Cloak 1 to 2 PDs, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to hear that the rates are like unusually high or anything like that. I'll be like, people hunt Heaven Striker all the time. Are you gonna tell me that doesn't go for a lot? And unlike Heaven Striker, the Ignition Cloak base value is high. It doesn't scale like Heaven Striker, but a all-zeroed Ignition Cloak is still worth like 7 or 8 Heaven Strikers. Now, if it's like a godlike 50 hit, then yeah. Then it'll outvalue very hard mode. So good. Well, the way I look at it is if Marista's in a disagreement with me, I'm probably on the right track. I'll probably go, you know what? I think I'm good. 50 hit Ray. Oh no. Grab one of these. Oh, if that had a special, that would have been amazing. Such a disappointment. Hell ray gun, demon ray gun. Even a rest wouldn't be too bad there. Oh well. If there's anybody that wants to hop in, let us know. Chips is back. There we go. We sell some items down as we look for chips. Which is like, I don't know. Oh boy. Is this gonna have to be something I have to keep checking every now and then? Have a 10-year printer, no worries. I was wondering why I thought I didn't focus the controller for a moment because I clicked onto the other screen. I was like, okay, let me mouse click back into the game screen to make sure the controller is focused on the correct window. And I was like, wait, I'm not moving. I was like, damn, I got NPC'd. That's what I get. That's what I get for checking the forum post. Alright, there's no updates. Alright, well, I'll minimize for now so I don't get distracted by it. Also, I definitely made a mistake by not swapping to Adam. Plus, fine. Nothing a little standstill TP regen won't fix. Down a Ryu curve. Got Chips back with us now. Yeah, I think I will not bother responding. I think Retracts of Swats is there. I'm not looking to dogpile on somebody, but chat is really curious about my comment. I think that's my comment. I'm trying to avoid putting anecdotal evidence, but if chat wants to, definitely would recommend, especially for anybody that got Ignition Cloaks and wants to talk about like how long it took, just due to the sheer number of rerolls, or like some of the crazy stuff that they've gotten. Yeah. I don't, like, I'm not saying to like respond to that person specifically, just for in general to the original post. The intent is to just be like, I had characters I couldn't afford. I literally got like X number of PDs an hour. It was ultra consistent. And I got Ignition Cloaks. And I got all these things to grow up all these characters. And I got trade value, etc, etc, etc. Sadly, I don't think I've gotten a hard up yet. We've tried a couple times, but we had like 2 or 3 sessions of like 6-8 hours. But we just didn't get a Dorfon Eclair more than I think once on stream. And most of my runs tend to be solo off stream, so I don't have ID swapping there. I don't know if it bannered. I think it was technically like it was a 50 hit Jaya, but I don't think because it wasn't a base 50 hit, I don't think it bannered. Oh, nice. Max stats. Oops. Yeah, so like, yeah, it teched up to 50 hit, which is still really good. It's in my inventory. It rolled with 50 hit, I think 40 dark, 30 machine or something. Yeah, like, it's still amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, like, by no stretch of the imagination, it's a bad item. It would definitely carry me for what I needed to do. So if I just really wanted a thing out of the way, it's great. Anecdotally, I can say I've acquired, I think, 4 50-hit items of use. One a bit more situational. It was like a 50-hit Demon Lacer. But otherwise, I got like a Hell Ray Gun for an account that was 50 hit. Stuff like that without needing to hunt for it explicitly. I got like a 55 hit charge arm, which I don't know if I showed off on chat. With like 20 dark. Like, that's probably worth something. Since it's above your normal 50 hit. Otherwise, I think I just got like some very basic demon. So it's like I can't like overemphasize like the fact that I'm getting this on a run that's easier than Forest is really funny to me. Like, people already don't like Forest, you know, for people over grinding it, and I'm like, well, this is easier than Forest, and the drops are better, and I get more XP. And it's at least somewhat flexible. I'm genuinely completing runs for the most part over resets. It's not as like mind-numbing as Terrell's. So I'm actually enjoying the ticket clears. It's not like I'm abusing like specifically rappy resets only or something gross. Like, don't get me wrong, I have done it, but it's just like it won't be like to the same level of CCC where people genuinely just never clear it on a difficulty. Where I'm like, I will genuinely clear it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times for characters. I think it's assigned this to the quest is just really good. Although, don't get me wrong, I have been enjoying this Exarch quest a lot to mix things up a bit. Just having fun getting value basically anywhere. Amount of full-time drops dropping here. Oh, there's the scale. They're kind of far apart on this. Why, hello there, Astar. I'd like to not die. Would you kindly leave me alone? Thank you. Terrible aim. Yeah. I guess the only thing I didn't emphasize as much as I probably could have in the original post, like, I emphasized it for photon crystals in particular. Like, I added an extra line just to draw out how good it is at getting photon crystals. But I do think it is important to point out that, like, none of the drop rates are high. Like, I would say the only one where arguably it might be better in Ultimate versus Very Hard is explicitly Jaya. Otherwise, it's like, yeah. Forest is, like, sort of competitive with Heavenly Arms and Very Hard mode. They're about the same difficulty. Yeah, it's just, like, constant value always. I think it was important for the drop rate week, I really point out how many enemies basically give you that full photon drop. Because that was the other thing I wanted to spend explicitly, like, just how good drop rate week is. And why we end up with, like, these things. Because if this is Very Hard mode, every one of these zoos is 1 in 600 chance of giving you a photon drop, assuming you don't get the rare item. So, like, it having, like, a hard-to-acquire Congeal Cloak is okay, because it means that you are going to get more PDs. And I think that's kind of the issue with like Ultimate too. Like, not only are they items that you don't want at like the 1 in 200 and the 1 in 300 rates, but it also means that it's stopping you from getting photon drops, which I think people don't think about. And that's why I also emphasize how much I don't like junk rares in Ultimate. Because when we play like very hard mode, almost no item is worthless when you run. Even like a really well-rolled Asuka is technically worth something. Like, would I put it on the same tier as like the top 6 weapons or 8 weapons in the game, including like Heaven Striker, X-Gal Galaxy? No. If you wear this, is this better than like the other 80% of the weapons? Absolutely. A good twin sword. The only thing that would arguably be better there is Musashi. Yeah. Like, you think people aren't gonna pay at least like several dozen PDs for like a high hit Asuka, let alone like a 100 hit one? They're like instant collector item. Get those auctions going. Yeah, like, you have to think about it this way. If a congealed cloak is worth 15 PDs, and you feel like you can't sell it for anything, what would stop you as a player from just selling it for like 5 to 8 PDs, and then still getting 5 to 8 PDs instantly? Which automatically would be the equivalency of 8 hours of Ultimate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if you feel like you can't get it to sell, like, if you undercut it by like 3 or 4 PDs on an item that's worth that much, wouldn't you just get the sale? Yeah, you could trade it, exactly. I don't know. Just silliness. I would buy it to flip. Rip. Buy Marissa's. Now we're back to Kapoe Central. Oh man. Solid XP. Fulcrum level up a little bit, it's always good. I love how the XP like goes from like under 200 XP a second, then we immediately go to desert and it just shoots back up to 200 plus. Like without fail every time. It's so funny to me. Nice, I got my Kapoe stacks on. Look at that, chat barely needs to do any damage now. I basically half HP everybody. It's like I use devils on them. Oh boy, it does it 3 times. Let's see if we get the Gertabulu route or not. The oops all Gertabulus. That does not bode well for us if that was an easy route. Uh-oh. Are we going to the infamous ring? Might be. Yeah, this already feels very different than what we were doing before. Might be on track for a Grid Bulu Heaven. Let's get some Heaven Striker chances here. V101, Heaven Striker, potentially Galatine, and potentially Heaven Striker again from Conjuru. After this run, we'll have an opening. I think Fulcrum said they need something with their printer for a little bit. So if somebody's looking to hop in, should be done in maybe about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's my rough time estimate. If you need to do something, still got some time. Oh, we're going into one of the classic rooms. The Lord 29, so close to being useful. No, I went to heal. They slapped me out of Resta. So rude. Well, on the plus side, I'm almost at 1400 MST. As far as I recall, is the last important threshold. Damage. Very hard mode. Everything after that is just nice. So if somebody isn't completely optimized, I can cover for them a little. Ooh, Refoic 29 drop. That is a huge drop. I'm getting juggled. Well, they're bouncing me around. I was like a hacky sack or something. Just getting kicked. Slapped out of existence, basically. Oh, we still didn't have to do the Oops All Gertabulu path. Okay. It's fine. I guess that's only reserved if you get a special combo. I've done it a couple times and I was like, oh my gosh, every time I'm here. I feel like we're a little unlucky to not see Saint Million once. Rip Saint Million. Like Chambertin, though. Unfortunate. Our total XP being over 240 as of the moment is kind of funny to me, though. Oh, they are weak for Thunder, I forgot. I don't do enough Chambertin fights to remember. I'm used to refoing the other ones. Should deal with them, though. Sadly, I don't have enough 3 seals on this account, so I might go 1k gambling at some point. I guess chat will have to let me know if there's any other hot takes in the forums. I don't have it open. You could get live commentary for me. Unscreened comments as I read through it. Oh man. I just realized I'm gonna die. I think I should be fine. I've skipped all. But I need to put on my HPs. Okay. They were just helping me refill TP. How polite of him. See, this is where, unironically, I do think Dragon HP is really useful if you come in here with like a normal Mind Mag. So as I get closer to like 130, 140, I would rather wear like a Nidra and do this battle, because then I could purposely wear Dragon HP instead of Heavenly HP to put myself at the point where these lasers do 95% or like 92% of my health. And when that happens, that means I can trigger my invincibility over and over and over, and there's nothing they can do. I was gonna say, I felt like he's gonna put a spinner on me there. I did not have any faith. He's on before I forget. I could do it with Galwind. I gotta use that more. The problem is, like, I'm so low on MST, I can't switch to, like, a proper mind mag for the strategy. Like, technically, this character could do it literally right now, but I don't think this character has max MST, or if they do, then I need to do something else for it. Let me check what my mat count is on this character. I honestly don't remember. Could be 130. Oh, it is 140. So yeah, it still feels kind of low for me, because I need to be able to touch, like, max MST. It's a bit unfortunate. But it's a simple 4. In about, like, 10 levels, it'll be fun. And I can replace one of these Heavenlies I put on with the Dragon, so that way I'm effectively at the same HP total. Thank you for joining us, Volcron. We'll go a little bit longer. I do want to take a break at some point. But I don't want to interrupt the good flow we have going on for PSO. I'll have a open slot for anybody that is looking to play with us. Welcome, Basketball. Hope you're going well. How's life been treating you? Still recovering from a cold. Well, hopefully you feel better. The liver crack toast, so wait a little bit here. Have a little something small to eat to keep you going before dinner time. I didn't have like a proper lunch. We've been going strong for a while at this point. Did I ever do the item duplication glitch? PSO 2. No. I wasn't aware there was one. So Chips will come in second, so that'll turn the Conjure you back into Heaven Striker chances. But just as a reminder, if there's anybody that wanted to join us, you have one open slot. I think this character can probably carry some other runs for new players. Gonna say from Huskable, what was the item duplicate PSO2? Was it like transferring stuff between banks? Was it some kind of weird quest interaction? Just curious. I know the original PSO had some ultra crazy glitches. Like the ability to stack like 20 bajillion weapons on your character. So you could be wielding 20 shotguns all at once or some nonsense. And you have like the Swiss Army knife of things as it tries to load in guns and daggers all in one weapon. So there's some crazy stuff with the original PSO. And it involves like the game not understanding dialogues. So it's possible to start walking around while in a dialogue. Very interesting. Percent savers and one handguns with a weapon. See, like that. Unironically, that's what happens. Like they literally put a handgun on as their main weapon, but they use the ATP of the sabers. So unironically, yes, that's what happens. So they have a handgun that shoots for like 800 something, like ATP, and they basically have been Striker at level 1 to just kill everything. Just it's so unfair. And the thing is, too, is that I think it also stacked all the enemy attribute percents, too. I didn't fully understand it because I never tried the glitch before. But yeah, I know there's some crazy stuff you could do in the shop to basically just give yourself infinite money and stack all these weapons on yourself and just do all this other BS. If you've never seen those runs, those are interesting. But that's about the extent of my knowledge. I don't usually look up other runs. I sometimes look up speed runs because I'm curious, but that one I just happened to catch because I was watching it with somebody. Or more accurately, they were showing it to me. Oh no, a Reddidoshi with almost 4 slots. Well, it's safe to say, chat, I don't think OBS is having any issues now. I think we've been at least an hour since I made the recording update. So, looking pretty smooth. I've been trying to watch it on my other monitor to see if it's been hiccuping. I think, like, at most it had, like, 1 minor slowdown. For, like, 20 frames or something across, like, a minute. It wasn't, like, all at once. But since then, I don't think I've seen anything. Block 2, VHS goal has found S parts. Hey, that's my blocks distraction. There we go. Was in the EU. I wonder if it's people that are genuinely running RNID sweep upgrades at the moment. Because I'm pretty sure the one that was from the other day, which OBS may or may not allow me to extract footage from, who knows. That one I'm pretty sure it was somebody playing a solo government quest at level 28. That was probably the craziest pickup I've seen. Because I was looking at them and I was like, oh, it's like, oh, they're really doing a government quest solo at 28? On normal? Like, I don't know if I'd recommend that. The optimal hunt for S parts. It had some very weird drop rates, but I can't imagine, like, explicitly hunting it on normal. I like it, but I don't like it that much. Lower drop rate at normal, then harder, very hard. I love how there's, like, the, what, 1 in 32,000 fire sector. There's a lot of, like, really weird normal mode drops. I don't understand or fathom how they came up with these numbers. Offline, I want to say I got one. Like, in GameCube days. Oh. Misunderstood what was done there. But I think my other ones have just been on Ultimate. I remember memeing and getting one on Anniversary, so I know at least one of them was live on stream. And I just traded for my other one. It was literally just doing, like, Xrd Art or something all the way to mines solo, because I was bored while waiting for people. I was like, can't make this up. Oh man. So it took a few runs to see if there would be 101. Poor Draken, scarred forever about being 101. Rip Draken. Say, I don't think we've seen a V101 for the group in a while. I don't think we're at like the statistical odds of getting one on average yet. I think we're still under by quite a bit. I know we did a lot of preemptively that little fireball down. There we go. I like to put it at the end of their travel path. Try to optimize how much they get delayed by that. I will say, I feel like we're getting a little unlucky with rare enemy, though. Even with, like, all the OBS hiccups, we haven't really seen, like, a LRAPI more than, like, once. Across, like, 7-8 hours of gameplay. I think I was with Retract when I saw the rare Rappy last. It took me over a year for my first V1 to drop, but on total since I've seen them 5 from 2 since that's a bonus room. Unfortunately, I got pretty much all of mine from Green ID Sinnoh. Not a drop anymore. That ladder got removed from the from the rest of the players. They're like, "Thou shalt not receive value in TTF. You will suffer and you will like it." I might have gotten one V101 from 2 before. I've gotten a few from Lines, but on I think Aaron gets it, right? I definitely have since then gotten it from Sinnoh, one of the Sinnohs. I think it was Aaron ID. I feel like I just mess around on Xrd and then I get value for no reason and it's funny. That's all I know. All I know is I'm basically memeing on the run and I still got value. All that matters. Level Gigas Viridia, 110 to 175, Spang Lost Soulboy, trying to get that from V101 Sinnoh. I think I would incidentally get them. If it wasn't Green ID, it was Viridian ID. I mean, it's the same hunt in TTF. I used to get it from, I don't believe. I was just like, oh, free value. Yeah, I think since then my opinion on Ultimate has soured very greatly. You could blame Valentine's event as the inciting incident. You want to trace back to like being unhappy? Valentine's event was where I genuinely started looking at quests and went back into the quest guide. Arguably, you could say like 2024 events burned me out as well. Because I know I was feeling oh no, 2023 events were making me feel burned out. Because I thought about like not playing more. Because I just didn't enjoy like episode 2. We did a lot of episode 2 while I was still like very mediocre in here. So I personally did not have fun with a lot of those back when we did it, doing like Seabed Anniversary and stuff like that. Where I was like, cool, I hate it, but I'll do it because the chat wants it. Then I'm like, I hate being forced here. That's why a big thing for 2025 for me was learning to say no. There are runs I don't want to do. It was to the point I don't even think I showed it off in 2025. I remember explicitly going, I don't really want to show Seabed, we're not playing it. So even in like our 2025 one, I just skip it. Yeah. I'm willing to humor the team for CF2 Fiasco, but I'm not willing to play that more than once. I'm gonna say, like, you can learn today if you haven't seen it before. Go learn. Ooh, straight to Desert 2. That's exciting. We have to bring Ziggy to Seabed with 3 full ES weapon loadout ranges for him to begin healing. I mean, that's kind of what it was when I went there, and I found it so boring to play Force. I think that inspired eventually making, like, Ruby Legs, for example, because I was like, oh, you know, I'll have a white ID character because that's where I used to do Tower. And then I was like, oh, I finally get to, you know, do something because I feel like I legitimately don't do anything in the run. And I don't really want to go around just debuffing the whole time. No, I don't want to bring... Ew, Bomar in episode 2? Ew. That's like Deldefs and Delbeaters? No, that sounds awful. Maybe if I had like a truly broken Galatine, I'd have fun there. I'm like, okay, I got my 60 hit weapon, I can finally enjoy what people were doing with 0 hit. For the 50 hit. Like, okay, I finally get to play the game. The barrier of entry is like a several thousand beacon item. Okay, we get to play now. Yeah, I tried bringing like Fomarl there, and I had like an okay time there. For rambling mid, it kind of enemies off. Good. But again, like my IDs didn't really line up with episode 2, so it's like, am I really gonna do pink seabed? Hell no. Why would I do that? That sounds stupid. No, thank you. Like it had like listen, if it is not like an actual like blue ID, pretty much blue ID underground, I'm not running it. There's not many Ubers. Like, I'm not gonna do white ID Heaven Striker there, for example. I'm like, no. Please, no. But that's also why I was thinking from, like, the December Disaster standpoint. Because of the fact that there's enemies in Seabed you can fight outside of Seabed. The fact that you could get, like, B502 in a run, and Heaven Striker, and all these items from Temple, and all this other value is very funny to me. Plus, like, a decent amount of Disca chances. I think we ran a lot of white ID and pink ID DD too, if I remember correctly. Oh, there we go. The reactions. There we go. You got your buffs. There we go. All is right with the world. Too bad I'm playing Fo Newman with no ATP. Rip. On the plus side, Retract should be just absolutely murdering things with Chip here. Absolute destruction, devastation. Yeah, I don't really want to bring just the tower. I really want to. I'll do it as part of, like, there's a couple quests where I feel like I actually do something as a force there. Most of them I really don't. It's just a lot of, like, accuracy glitch stuff. That, for me, outwears its welcome. There's, like, a lot of focus just to do something that other classes don't need to do. They just have inherently better accuracy. I'm at 1,000 HP. We'll see how that goes. Will we say Saint Million, who is now more rare than Condru for some reason, by the way. Oops, I'll chambered it? Okay, whatever. No Saint Million today, chat. Rip. I thought it was supposed to be more 50-50, but this is feeling more, like 75-25 right now. So sad. I mean, I'm happy we got some Heaven Striker chances. Technically Cannon Rouge chances. I'm not gonna complain about that. Yeah, I feel for the most part Tower I'm more effective as like a demon user, so it's like the last thing I really want to do is ATP with a character in Tower. They're like, listen, we just need somebody to demon mech down, or demon mech gun down the Epsilons. Like the last thing I want to use is Fomar there. I don't really want to go into a swinging contest with Ilgil if I can't combo kill. Damage here. I'm not convinced about the Fomar episode 2. I feel like that's a little hopeful. At least I don't have gear that I think would make me even viable at that at all. The Rockcast is bugged. Oh no. Darn you, demon reduction and ultimate. You strike again. Getting knocked down randomly. Feels terrible. Getting deep by accident. Fun thing. I think the dead zones in my controller got reset again, unfortunately. I mean, I've hit Ilgil before, I just don't think it's faster than using demons. I think that's where the cutoff is. Like, I can combo kill Ilgil with Slicer Fanatic if I have a good Slicer. I don't think I can do that with Galatine. Or at least I can kill in 4 hits, might be more accurate with Slicer. And that hits multiple targets. I just don't see a reason to do it. Like, I feel like if I'm meleeing Ilgil, something has gone terribly wrong with my response to that. I feel like the team is dead. I'm convinced. Most of the time it's like if there's like groups of 2 to 3 Ilgils, so I will always Slicer them. Or it's like double Gaigui and I'll Slicer them. Or it's like multiple Murder Flowers and either they're the kind that dies instantly, or I just need the Zalor and then the team will kill them. But I don't usually participate very much in damage. It's only when it's like Quadra Ilgil, yes, but Quadra Gaigui, Epsilon, like, I don't really, again, like, that's demon mech guns to me. I don't usually worry about ATP there. If you're a good passer too, should have Ilgil set before Amicus and Anthem. Yeah, that's what I mean, because I'm like, yeah. Like, if there's a lot of demon users, I would say that makes sense. Like, if they're not running Barans, but they're running, like, 2 demon needles, then I would say that would make sense. So I'm not saying, like, you couldn't do it. I just feel like I haven't played a team comp or seen a team comp where I would ever choose to do that willingly. Nor do I really want to go up to an Ilgil. Just like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let us know if anybody's hopping in. Take another bite to eat or so. I like Fomar, but I'm not geared up enough to do episode 2 properly. I mean, honestly, if I had better array of IDs, I'd probably just play Faux Numeral there over Fomar. All I care about is accuracy on ES weapons. I'm like, yeah, I would prefer another 15 to 18 hits, so I've stopped whipping stupid hits as like Phonyman. Or excuse me, over Fomar. Yeah, I don't really use them for MST casting past a certain level. Just from personal experience raising my first 200 Fomar, I was just kind of like, every time I played them, it felt almost like that meme of like Wolverine looking at the photo and like caressing it, and there's just an image, and it's just a Phonyman. That's what happens. I'm looking at the Phonyman and being like, damn, if I was Phonyman, this run would be done so much faster. I just don't feel like it's great. It makes sense if you're like, if all you're trying to do is like mines, that's where I think like Fomar in particular can do very well, because their evasion isn't really high, and you can realistically combo kill without having like crazy gear. But for me, I've always been a fan of Fomar Episode 1. I've just never really had the right IDs to take advantage of it, since they were like green ID briefly, which is like, yeah, I'm not doing green ID Episode 1. Or like red ID, but again, like I'm not really gonna do red ID mines. I'm not really gonna do red ID ruins. I'm not gonna do red ID caves. I'll do TTF though. So that's what he did end up doing for a little bit. Oh, there we go, barely stopped it. So now, being able to have one of every ID color, I get to experiment. So like if we're doing like a Terrell Zico, or we're doing a Photon Drop Laden quest, for example, like this one, maybe I could pick up some chances to ATP. Like, I think I would still enjoy them in, like, Temple? So it's not to say, like, all Episode 2 is off the board. I think there's just a certain point where I'm like, I realistically have to have Red Ring and or some crazy Gallatine in order to, you know, pick up my Photon Drop from the quest and also be able to deal with the CCA, like, evasive monkeys and stuff like that. Because a lot of the times, like, if I have to clean up, it's usually because somebody didn't freak something versus somebody was unable to kill something while frozen. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I think as we play more towards, like, a HuCast meta, I think that might shift a little bit, and maybe that will change my opinion again as we go back into it. I love how on my screen they're shooting nothing. Nothing is spawned on my screen. I attempted to Gafoe the darkness, but sadly it did not deal with it. Long, slow kill on this zoo. There we go. I was gonna say, I have no ice boost. That HP material, though. Rip retract. I hardly knew him. I contemplated saying something after that, but that felt too mean. It's like, wait, I'm not gonna say it. It felt mean. It was a joke involving Temple. I will put it that way. Flash Anniversary Temple. Rip MA Temple. One day we'll have a good Temple quest. I'll believe in Retract to maybe put in some warps to skip all the mazes. Keep the density at least somewhat akin to Sweep Up 3. I think that would be fun. I think that would get improved. Track died plus 1 CCC nerf. Oh no. Oops. Had to turn there before I turns. Yeah, this character is still an insanely long way. A big distance from, I should say, getting unsealed. I have to be like level 187 before I can conveniently max MST. Also wield a lame or something. Feels pretty terrible. I'm slowly starting to remember where the Dorphons are at this quest. Slowly. I put a Gafoe there because I wasn't sure earlier, but I'm like, no. I know for a fact there's not one here now. I have to overcome the fear of random Dorphon to the face. Not helped by playing stuff like August Atrocities. You stop the Dorphons that I remembered were coming, chip them out a little. So many zoos. I bombed this. I'll gladly take a card for this. Subterranean doesn't do nice. I don't know if I'm like in love with Subterranean Desert 1, but Desert 2, I don't feel like there's like an actually genuinely unfun path. I like both paths. 3, I think there's one that's really difficult and one that's not too bad. Uh-oh, it's Versa. Oh, I can get another Heavenly Power from this. I actually appreciate it. Why don't you drop me one? I gotta gear up like 10 Fomars. Listen, I've believed in the... There we go. I was gonna say, I believe in the no accuracy life. Better get one. Ripper track. Goodbye, Abulu. Tried to gel in there, but I think I got greedy with my steps. Also, I realized I forgot to take off one of the heavenly HPs for kind of. It's fine though. Do that for now. At least reduce our TP cost a little tiny bit. Bowie spam, which is rude. Like, listen, I'm trying to, the lore, get some Ellen in here. part of the screen got cut off. My bad. I forgot it happens. I looked at that, I was like, wait a minute, what happened to my action bar at the bottom? I was moving something to look at the music. I was curious what the song was called. It was called Nature Pulse. It is funny when I saw like my control panel shift to D-pad. No, I wasn't on that currently. That was unfortunate. Well, fortunately I don't have to worry about tickets at all. On the wiggles as I play here. Grab my Convoy merge on, so I did a quick check there. Yeah, like, I genuinely like this room a lot. Especially if you're playing, like, double force here. Then you could realistically, with 2 Phonumins, clear out this whole area. That just the rest of the characters clean up the Gorons. So this is probably one of my more liked rooms that are in the game. 1, it's Convoyable. 2, it's just like a lot of dense enemies back to back to back. And it's like all 1 damage type. Yeah, so I know if we get Subterranean Desert 2 and we haven't gone to a 4th location, we will get Desert 3. The question is, what path is it going to give us? Or if it's forced to do a certain path every time. Alright, Rappies, I didn't mean to squeak all of you, but it is what it is. That glorious XP. Yeah, now this is by far my strongest force on the account. I do technically have a blue ID Pomar, by the way. So maybe for, just for Draken, try to put Galatine on him at some point. He's got enough raw ATP that he'd probably be okay. I get that frame 1 revive. Me thinking ahead on that one. Will you stop lasering me? Holy, knock it off. The knockdown into the laser into the knockdown. I'll be a break on this one. I need to be able to cast at some point. There we go. Finally, a moment where I can act uninterrupted. Or I just get full screen sniped by Goron Detonator. Cool, paid it. Throws one of them. Get a revenge on you. I'll walk closer to stun lock this. Oh, he actually got a spell out in between that interrupted me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. We got the Gertabulu room. Get ready. It's Gertabulus almost every wave. We have 1 wave after this that doesn't have Gertabulu. But then when we go to rotate back around the other way, there'll be a Gertabulu waiting on the other side. The surprise Abulu is waiting for us. Sadly, it doesn't look like we have demons, though. This is going to be a little bit of a struggle here. Next wave, there shouldn't be one. When we get up there, there's going to be a Gertabulu all the way where the boss warp kind of normally is. Kind of up on the hill should be a Gertabulu. Which I think the Gertabulu also interacts really weirdly with vertical height, if I remember correctly. So I feel like it gets really confused when I stay down here. I don't think it can aim at me properly. But I don't think we'll see it on stream. It does some weird stuff. And when we go to turn around is where we get ambush bulooed. Leave me alone. I don't want to be ambush bulooed. Leave me alone. See, this is like, if we could consistently get this one, this would be like the Pink and Viridian payday. So many Girdabulus. Then I've learned I can stand a small distance away to not pop those and spook them. I'll do like a Rabarda here, since I'm so used to doing it solo, by the way. I knew exactly where that distance was, no doubt. Even though Rabarda has like the most jank hitbox, I'm like, nah, I know now. And then there's gonna be double Bulu at the far end, but we have a Goron detonator wave, I think, in between. Yeah, so just be warned that after this should be the double Bulu. That'll be quote-unquote fun. Double Bulu. Come in, chat. I want more Goron detonator wave between, though. It's coming. Prepare yourselves. Here it comes. And the Yowies too, just to make it ultra annoying. Meanwhile, this would just be like an amazing hunt on like almost any ID. So many pyros and all the happy little business get murdered down here. Good job, team, finishing it off. That's the lore, so we're not waiting 30 years to kill this thing. I think I'm almost at the health total. I don't need to equip another heavenly HP to survive. Pretty close. Like maybe 2 more levels, just in case it's chambered in or something. For St. Million, I don't think I need it. Also, I have Mag Blast if you really want. I don't know how long I've had this, just by the way. They're using fins. Oh, Chips didn't donate. Rip. That's so sad. Never mind, we only got 41 ship Diggy ban. Oh well. Will we say Saint Million, who is somehow more rare than Conjureo on stream right now? It's actually shocking. There we go. Statistically, I'm like, how many times can we dodge like a 50-50? It's like we're like okay, like maybe the Conjureo was one of the Saint Millions. Maybe we could argue that's what happened in favor of the RNG making slightly more sense. The revive chips. I think I had a red one, so we had a lot of time. I wasn't worried. Yeah, St. Million should not do as much damage as Chambered In, but for some reason the damage difference between like Chambered In and very hard mode is like 80 damage when it already doesn't do like a ton of damage. Whereas here, if it does like 60 to 80 more damage, it doesn't matter because it's doing like 700 plus. Oh, that was the evil. Oh, this is the evil combo of abilities. Okay, got the debuff going. Yeah, see, it's 182, so against St. Million, I didn't need it. I don't mind for next time. The shots. We're somehow basically in sync still, despite that missed shot. Got a little lucky there. No, I got knocked down. No, I got knocked down by missile. No. Stupid missile. Could have saved that if I didn't get hit by that. So sad. The desync right at the end. I know. Retract showed me missile. So sad. Yeah. If that happens, just gotta make sure not to pop it, because I can't save it if I'm on the floor. Forever to stand up. There we go. Away from us. I hug the far wall. Do very little to me. Did like 300 comparatively. On Galatine. If it rolls with literally any stats, it's better than the one I'm using. That is definitely a tall order to assume I will even get a Galatine to begin with. Thank you, Retract, for resubscribing. Appreciate it. I think chat has been very supportive of the stream. Get surprised every now and then when I get a notification about Twitch payouts. There you go. So it is all going towards PSO for the most part. I'll leave it up to the team. I think I want to play for another, say 50 minutes. Best choice is yours. Want to do Xrd? Do you want to do something more obscure in episode 4? Leave this as an open chat request. But I figured this would be the last time we'll switch up quests before I take a break on the stream. Items. Think Xrd, sure. I'll probably switch accounts since I don't have a Viridian leveled yet. But overall, pretty happy with the progress I'm making on the spare / alt force account. I have a thank you for that. That shadow laser is so sad. It was just slightly better. Because it's like, what? Dim shadow... oh, actually, wait. Wait, is that actually savable? Wait. Is it shadow or dark first? I don't remember. Hold on, I'm looking it up. I'm gonna learn today. Oh, yeah, shadow's below. Yeah, you're right. That's unfortunate. So close. Alright, well, I could potentially host Viridian. Ideally, I'll have like a faux Neural, a faux Mar, and a faux Newman to choose from, depending on team comp to run it. Because I'm thinking like if faux Neural hosts like a Viridian one, for example, I'd be able to just hold Commander Blade for the team. So depending on the team comp, that might be desirable for Xrd. I think I'll finally switch out of the account. But hey, this character went from 100 or something when we were doing stuff the other day up to 120. So they are in a really great place. I think they were basically a 1400 MST. Let's say 3 or so Xrds. We'll ignore resets to a certain point, of course. I don't know if it likes me capitalizing. We'll find out or not. Like my old username. The pre-streaming days, as it were. Sadly, I will not gain any XP, but we'll host it as Ziggy, I guess. It also feels kind of nice not needing to switch my control scheme when I switch accounts now. Just one less annoying thing I have to deal with. We'll let Chips come in second in case there's a Mill Lily. Figure that's fair. Let's advance the songs. This is a new quest. I like the vibe of this song. it's a final call for people that were looking to run. We'll try to go for at least 3, but we'll see what happens. At some point, I'm gonna get extraordinarily hungry. I'm trying to stave it off before it's dinner time. Good to go with. So now that the OBS issue's out of the way, we did a whole post on Massive Attack. I guess we're almost ready for a very hard mode video. So at this point, I might plot out maybe Saturday night or Sunday. Whatever time works for me, I might start the video then. I don't think there's anything else I really want to look at. I think there's a certain point where I have to go, you know, this is how I feel in 2025. I don't think I'm gonna find anything new in a month, given we already did a lot of experimentation on stream. You know, I mean, the most that we're adding is that I wouldn't have previously talked about the random attack Xrd on the 4th stage prior to our testing. So it's not like it didn't improve the guide. I think waiting gave me more time to clean up some of the data ahead of time, as well as more recommendations, which looks better to give players more options, be able to articulate why those may or may not be desired options. Nice. Okay, 1 successful route down. Yeah, like, I want to put into context, like, we are absolutely cleaning up this place, and it's still barely better than playing very hard mode for XP. I want you to think about that. Like, that's crazy. Like, we were genuinely surpassing 150 in new mop-up 3 earlier today. It's not even a hypothetical. Like, it happened already. So I'm like... So anytime it goes below 150, just think you could have been doing new mop-up 3 very hard mode. Oh, you found a Sage. Nice. Did it roll any interesting stats? On the old... Oh, there it is. I guess I'll hold it just to show chat. Sadly, no hit percentage. I don't know if I've ever seen a Yasha drop. It should drop in the same ID. It's like, what, 1 in 65,000 or something? A Milkweed, to say offhand. I don't super pay attention to drops, or else I would probably know. My weakness of trying to memorize all these arbitrary numbers in preparation for quests. I'm like, I don't remember the odds. That's a good route. Nice. More Lapis Cannon chances here. I saw Demon Ray Gun pop up briefly, and I saw 40 hit in my reader, so I thought it was a 40 hit upgradable Ray Gun. Sadly, it was not. It also wasn't this photon drop on the floor, but you know, maybe one day it'll live up to expectations. Yeah, I love this AI manip. I don't know when I learned I could do this, and it's so good. Because think about, like, what is the big issue with having those enemies? Normally, it's like, you come into a room, you don't have a lot of control over them, so there's just, like, 4 enemies, or, like, 6 enemies in some cases, all shooting this really narrow passageway, and punishing you really hard as you attempt to get in the room, and everybody's taking damage. Or I could just make 2 of them turn away, and then the other players can manipulate their own front row for whatever they want to do. Getting pushed towards the players, it sucks. There we go. Spread out a little. I am shocked that didn't hit me. Ooh, do you want to split? Yeah, split. Do it, do it, do it. No! That's why I wanted to split. Denied. Access denied. I was letting him split on purpose. I was so greedy for the claw drop, chat. I'm like, listen, if we're gonna go there, they're like spawning treasure chests to me. I think that's the best analogy for why I want those to open. Not that it saves time, because it definitely doesn't. But it's like, if I'm already here and I'm already on the floor, like, yes, give me 4 claws that could potentially drop me common weapons, please. We're here to believe. Just wanted to make sure I had a glide divine, because it's actually kind of relevant here. Okay, throws 2 targets for them. I'm gonna reapply buffs, and then I think what I want to do is get in a good position for Excal again. Oh, that was too slow. Yeah, I got ultra bullied. I could kill that one at least. There we go. See, this is where, like, oh, if I was the Fomar in this room. Be like the Fomar dream. Oh, that was a nasty freeze. Nasty. Got retarded. Wasn't allowed to look at me as I cut him down. Execution style, back the head with the X-Cow. Ooh, you want to split? Come on, do it. Yes! Give me more chances. Spin to win, chat. Gotta believe in the claws. I mean, technically, this also gives you extra chances at presence and PDs and stuff like that, too. Which I find very funny, so I have no reason to not do that if I'm already hit. I'm not gonna, like, wait on purpose, but if I do get knocked down, I am not going to attempt to stop them from doing that. As a force, I could get rid of it easily. Other characters, a bit more questionable. Oh, I missed him with sword. Alright, that'll... Okay, I got rid of one of the problem enemies. Might be able to salvage. I'm at a weird spot. I gotta get lucky with Robarda here. Press the wrong target. That's unfortunate. Well, in a good way, I'm about to get a whole bunch of treasure chances. The team can clean up on that side as I go deal with this. Might be stun locked here for a little bit. Let me help them from knocking me down for a bit. There we go. Now I get to play the game. Oh, sometimes a Ringer's Arm. Oh well, Ringer's Arm denied. On treasures. Okay, we're fighting falls. Get to check to see if there's fun weapons that draw. Big escape all though. Fine, I guess I'll cure myself. I guess. Oh, Glide Divine, 3 seals, heal. I don't know why debanded. Cover some TP, enjoy some of my remaining cinnamon water. Take advantage of my mag invincibility. See that? Did you see me even struggle at all? The dodges with Gafoing? We gotta teach people how to do this. At this point, it's like instinct. I'm not even like consciously thinking about my movement. It just is a fact. Like, just the fact that I can stand there and get away with Kapoe casting for that long is insane. We gotta teach people to do this. I promise you, it is consistent if you always move the same way. It gets a little weird with other players because then other spinners might get drawn towards you. That's always a bit unfortunate when that happens. Wow, it actually missed retract. That's crazy. Pass the ante preemptively. They missed me. Oh, they didn't kill, really? Oh, I'm gonna rebarter you though. Get out of here. Honk. I'm not gonna wait for those spinners to close in on me. I choose my own destiny. Wow, we didn't even get hit by the spinners too. That's so nasty. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I don't always track properly where they go. Unfortunate. Always stacks here. Gotta improve the damage. Might as well track fluid. Game over. Think that falls. Chat's ready to bust out their elemental, unreduced elemental Vulcans or something on that poor boss. Hold on, chat. Get your guild Nelias out. Oh, HP material. That's actually better than what it normally drops. 40 hit Chaos Vulcan. Oh. 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 That's a waste. Okay, gaming, yeah, pretty much. I don't know if I really doubt I'll ever hit the point where I will make that weapon. I'll talk to you anyway. I could be told to amount of reward. Now I know what to do with it. Let's do at least 2 more. And I'll take a break. Whichever happens first, 5:30 or 2 runs. Oh. You joined by accident. Last one for me, says Chips, gotta go. Okay. Well then, we'll try to end on something else then. Maybe I'll do 2-man TTF just for retract. Just for that last run. But for now, let's get a... Oh, do you mean this one is your last one or the previous one was your last one? Oh, okay, never mind, you're in. Clarification. No longer required. Unequip this. Go back to RemoteBattery. I love how it just... Every time I go to select the quest, I never remember what it says, but I just see this wall of, like, all block capital letters where it's like, warning, do not go this way, you do not have red player! It's just like the biggest, angriest text box, which is like, thou shalt not play this without permission. Oh, man. Oh, I don't have Cure Paralysis on? Oh, that sucks. I'm like, did it shout at me very angrily when I selected it? Okay. Not the right quest. I know I mismenued if I didn't see it. I don't even consciously take in what any of the words are other than red player, and everything else is just blocked out. I am actually kind of honestly wondering if they removed rare enemy from this quest. Does chat recall if they went through with the fix for this quest or not? Because there's never a patch note for it, is the problem. I know there was complaints about, like, Bill Lilies being inaccessible in this quest, and they were thinking about, but I don't... Wow, we got the right path again. But I don't recall if they actually said they were going to remove it as you go through. Because if they do that, that'll make me really sad. Because I feel like we haven't seen a Mill Lily here in... I think at all in over 80 runs at this point, which is very statistically unlikely. You've seen one in the big room? Okay. Just unlucky, I guess. Yeah, like I'm like way under in odds lately. So that's why I was wondering around Anniversary if they made the change. If not, it doesn't really matter. Just unlucky. Because you have to think, the path to just the reset room is 20 lilies. You still see a handful of lilies in between, and we have done so many resets at this point in Bill Lily. Genuinely close to a 100 just on the resets. Let alone the ones you get on rec runs, or if you're doing Mines Run in general. Bad route. Photon drop though. Nice. I love my custom text. It just said 3 seals OP. So now, see, now I know without a shadow of a doubt 3 seals block for me. Thanks to 3 seals. So good. 3 seals the best. Oh no, that scepter. That's so sad. Oh, I do have Smart Link on. I wasn't sure. Well, that's just rude. First of all, that's not what I was targeting. Thanks, game. Oh, rude. Fine, I'll take the Sacred Claw. If you happy, game, I'll take my reduced chance Sacred Claw. So rude. Pretty good cleanup with just 3 people, honestly. Impressive. We got rid of pretty much all the problem enemies. None of us got knocked down. Kind of a nice clear. Obviously, we can't just like all insta-kill them unless we're like super kitted out. Apply some buffs. Sorry, Bullfall. I got places to go. You're in my way. Buffer retract. It's on me. I think I'll leave it there. Guess I could take that Demon's Ray Gun for an ult account. Wouldn't be too bad on Hunter, for example. Could make it work. I wouldn't want it on first. Force things as buff as they could get. Oh no. I was like, wait, there are too many players near me. What happened? On the plus side, it is really funny being able to X-Cal and use this quarter to stop them from reaching me. It's so convenient. I wasn't first into the room. That's fair. Unfortunately, the ball call spawned literally on me, so I couldn't go to the right position. Unfortunate. Oh well. How did my Jellin not hit either of the Inidoros? Why Divine Fleets? Crazy. Oh, and we get balls. Nice. Thanks, Slicer Fanatic. And Slicer's so good. I made sure when I put that forum post up for very hard mode, I explicitly called out Slicer Fanatic, because I almost guarantee everybody's so fixated on this big ATP item, they're sleeping on some demons. Chat trying to make me walk slower into the warp. They're wasting their own time. I'm just like, okay. I mean, if you want me to reach it slower. Roll my eyes. Okay, did I get Mag Invincibility? Let's see. I did not. Oh, I gotta move. Boo, I have to move this time. How unfortunate and inconvenient. Unfortunately, most of the chases are after me, so I gotta cast, like, right here. Oh, retract bleeding towards me. That's not what I want. Okay. Now we're in a good spot. There we go. Now we're in a good spot. I have one chaser after me, and it's not going to chase me every time. We're in a good position here. Nice. Thanks, boy. So without being able to set up that initial wave, it does require a different movement pattern, which makes me sad. Oh, it is what it is. I always prefer invincible first, then I go upper right, up, slightly left, then I usually go middle or up, depending on where players are. And my goal is to basically just kind of sweep the upper portion of the arena, and it works pretty well. Huh. I'm gonna Barda here, just to at least put some damage on the boss. Knocked down. Let's switch the club. See, that time it tracked properly. That was some really damage we played on the boss. Boss is in trouble here. I'm gonna get at least triple Gaboe stack here, which is brutal. Gonna say something like this. Get Bowie staffing clubs. Not scared of you. I'm pointing. I'm like, that's where I threw Bowie in Falls' face. Made them realize what a big mistake it was to fight this team. Team too good. Alas, no red ring. Got clubbed though. Could probably make this work. 35 hits. Okay. Probably get rid of the Song, because I think I have one already. Flip-time crop-wise, my main account has 43, my alt account has 60-ish, even after trades. Looking at about 500 PDs total. So I could, in theory, sphere up a brand soon if I wanted to for Christmas. I guess it just depends on how much I think I'm gonna do Machine Dark. Excuse me. One second. That was spicy. Crazy. Oh, I bit on something. I didn't realize it had jalapeno in it. I got surprise attacked in real life. It's like, oh no. I was not ready for that, nor did I have a drink, so I needed to go take one. I was like reaching for it. I'm like, no, it's back there. Bodied. We love cookies around here. Yeah, I'm sitting on 99 cookies. Yes, all. It's just there. It looks nice. Nice solid stack of 99. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Oh yeah, well now I know that has jalapenos. So I'm gonna make sure my drink is next to me. I was having leftovers from something family had, and I was like, oh. I don't think jalapenos and Thanksgiving in the same sentence. That's why I was like, I'm almost in like tears. I was not ready for that. Okay, much better. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, Chips. Hopefully you had a good time. Otherwise, I guess we'll go with one last run of maybe just something simple like TTF since we're at a two-man squad. So at least with this character, I can do the stun locks. Sadly, it has dark instead of machine, but... Or, I'm sorry, invert. Never mind, this one does have the machine. I forgot, I have two higher hit Excals. This is the one with the machine. I have one that's dark 20%, I want to say. So, I guess I'll host it. One TTF for the road. Neither of us need XP. Ba, 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 ba. For LNK38 with the Red Ring Sign Hunt, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I guess chat will believe me where I said I went basically cookie neutral when all was said and done. Like, we did get an infusion of cookies from Promethean, don't get me wrong, but like, we really made most of them back just playing very hard mode, which was kind of funny to me. Plus, I know chat ended up with like literally dozens. That's why I'm really curious if they ever released the how many cookies were gained in certain difficulties. He came out with 5 more than I went in with. I think I went neutral. I ended up picking a lot up at the end. So I went from like slightly down to up. My Halloween cookie 1 to 2 PDs. Oh no. The meme is real. The meme has manifested in the chat. So it's one of those things where genuinely we were getting a lot of cookies playing very hard mode. And if you don't believe me, you can go rewatch the YouTube videos once they come out in like 2 weeks. It's so far behind. I think it's still in September, by the way, chat. I think I got up to September 20th today to give you an idea. So by the time we get into Christmas event, I think the Halloween videos will be ready. So I gotta do some touch up on the backlog there. I mean, fortunately, there were less videos in September, so at least September should finish pretty quickly. I'm doing hard at daisy chain checks because I'm desperate. They could keep the Agito 1975. Fine. HellCleave's like, I got two. It's because we needed more runs with HellCleave. I saved up all the cookies to do the runs with HellCleave. They're still waiting for you in your name, HellCleave. I'm gonna do those tower murder flower quests at one point. Just let me know. They're quote unquote earmarked for you. I don't plan on using them for pretty much anything other than helping you get LMK or whatever. I think we went through like only a handful, but definitely not as much as I said we were gonna give you. Four enemies. Well, let's try to get the damage bug / technique on the Steel Dragon. We'll line up. Wait for him to straighten up on his right foot. Like right here. Oh, so close. It was so close. I think I was standing slightly too close. If I had backed up, I think that would have worked. I don't think I'm going out tomorrow. If you play more, I can do some. Sure. I might be doing something in like the afternoon, but I think by the time it's evening again, I don't think I have anything. I think family wanted to go see movies, so they're off as well. Originally, we were going to see one at 12 o'clock, but the movie we want to see, I think, is not available until 2. I'll probably be back around normal streaming time. I wanted to kill the slime to humor myself, just to see if we get a Lily. Not that we need to, I just wanted to know. Oh. That'll work. Oh, the other one pushed him. He walked kind of weirdly towards me. Oh god, I do the X-Cal. There's the combo kill. I knew it would happen eventually. There we go, just had to slow it down a little. It's been a while since I've methodically pressed X-Cal as opposed to just fast as possible as we're playing multiplayer, and there's just genuinely no way they're surviving. What a different mindset to be duo versus 4-player. I'm like, wait a minute, I have to actually care? What shenanigans? What tomfoolery? Nice, we're hitting the same parts. So my D-band didn't go off. My shifted did, but it missed for trap. Let them punch each other here. We go for the 1 in a million Heaven Punisher. There we go. More or less. Feels like 1 in a million. I don't have a gun, so I'm not going first. If I'd bring hers, I would shoot it, but... do this to stop them much. forward a little bit. Try to time it. A little menu casting. With this mine sections I've done in a while. Oh no. Like that stun lock? That one was for you, Retract. Sadly, I don't have disc. There we go. I figure since I don't have disc, I might as well just remote to hit the boss. Makes sense. By the time I get there, it wouldn't be worth it for me. Definitely never want to go first in this room. Big mistake. I'll let Retract go first. If Retract wants to go for the crazy strat, I'll let him go for it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go with the other one. Nice, he got it. Pretty much once he goes up there, I might as well just open boxes and I'm just gonna teleplay. This is an instance where it is not worth my time. He's gonna kill the Arlen, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, wait for his teleplay. Oh, that's a pretty smooth TTF so far. Happy about that. A little buttery smooth cat, like, ooh. See, now this makes me sad every time we play TTF. We hear the tall tales of people taking like 20 minutes to get to this area. I'm so sorry. For all the people out there in the public pub TTFs that are like 15-minute mark, they barely hit here. I'm so sorry. Oh, invincibility again. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so the chasers are on this side. I gotta move once after this to dodge the chasers. I think I blocked most of them. Oh, Retract is coming towards me again. It's not what I want to see when I start Kapoe stacking. I gotta separate from him. Like, no, I don't want to see players walk towards me, because that'll bring their chasers. Maybe, I guess you could call them homers, but it would be very confusing. I feel like I'm Simpson referencing every time. Uh-oh, Retract's behind the boss. This will be interesting. Gonna have to believe in some auto-aim, I think. Oh, finished with Zon? Get out of here. That. Alright, chat. I saw it was at 40 health. I went, nope. Illegal. Okay. I walk forward and rest there. Should be fine. Track mostly safe. Perfect. Now I have a lot of Kapoe overlapping him. I can still potentially dodge here. As long as he never lines up with me, he should be fine and get a lot of free shots in. Oh, what is this pattern? Stop it. I'd like to do something other. I would like to do something other than Kapoe and heal, please. Do you mind? Come on, stop it. Do something else. Oh my gosh. Boss is stuck in a loop. Like whack-a-mole. Stop it. Have you ever seen this tomfoolery before? Stop it. Do something else. Do anything. Stop alternating. What are the odds? How many in a row was that? What was that, 8? Like, stop it. It didn't even move in between. It was just constantly spamming. It's playing episode 4, it definitely was. I'm like, once or twice is convenient, but like, come on, what the heck was that? Holy, goodbye sub 10 minute. What a waste of time. Soul Steal would have been fine, the laser attack would have been preferred. Holy, what a waste. I gotta buff Retract. Come to me, Retract. You're not shifted anymore. Or I'm not shifted, never mind, disregard, I misread. Okay, let me forward. Holy, that was abysmal. Bolt held us hostage there. I couldn't even do anything, it just constantly did the same things. Oh man. I mean, I think Retract will survive? He's level 200, he doesn't need to be. What a massive troll. Yeah, that was one of the... That was just horrific how much it kept doing that. If we had 4 players, it would have been fine, but 2 player, that's like the exact not thing we want to see it do. Oh man, what a troll. See, that should have earned the red ring. We fought for that win. That was actually outrageous. That was like a 4-minute falls. I want you to realize falls was a third of the run because of how dumb that was. I want you to think about that. We walked in at the 8-minute mark. It's 12 minutes, 10 seconds. Think about it. Think about that, chat. Holy, that wacky world. That wacky world was something else. Oh. Thank you for the Barda. Oh, man. Oh, Falls. You're such a troll. I think that's the most I've ever seen it not move over. Fire, ice, fire, ice, fire, ice, fire. It has that, like, Demon Fang energy from, like, Tales of Destiny. And, like, all those other ones. So bad. Double Demon Fang! Fierce Demon Fang! We got Symphonia. Oops, all Tex. Yeah. Tex went, man, I must be a genius! Double Demon Fang! Wait a minute. Oh, Falls wasn't low on on track fluid that day. Insanity. Anyway, chat, it is nearing 5:30. So we're gonna take a break here. I'm not gonna make any promises for salvaging some of the other footage, but I think we got a pretty solid stream in post-fix. It lost a total of 68 frames over 1 million. And some of that is just whenever you start the recording, you lose some anyway. So I would say the OBS issue is now resolved. Otherwise, recording-wise, 3.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad, chat. But I think from the standpoint of, I guess, bonus streams, we'll probably do a little bit on Friday. I know, OBS is so... It's certainly something. But I think from the standpoint of other PSO stuff, we might do like one more session of Lame to Argent hunts, maybe. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy. We ended up getting quite a few number of PDs today. Granted, we did play from basically 11 till 5:25. So even though the recording is only 3.5 hours, we were at it for quite a while. So despite some technical difficulties, I did at least gain about 1 PD an hour. So mission accomplished there, I suppose. But I think from the standpoint of, I guess, tomorrow's runs, if HellCleave ends up being free in the evening, we'll probably do some cookie runs. So I think I set aside, I think I said 10 cookies. And we'll do at least 10 cookies just for HellCleave, whatever he prefers. So from that standpoint, we'll get a nice little group together. And then look forward to potentially completing challenge mode next week so we can finally get our demon weapons out of the way. I've been wanting Demon Needle, Demon Shot in particular. I'm more than willing to wait for Hell J Cutter and Hell Slicer for a little bit, as I would just honestly much rather play with more demon options since I'm playing a lot of Ramar. Probably just Tower LK runs, that's fair. But I think from that standpoint, if anybody wants to hop in, they're more than welcome to chip in a cookie or two just for some general runs. But I think after that, we'll probably switch over to some very hard mode or maybe some ultimate, depending on what our team comp looks like. And with that, I think it's time to say goodbye for now. So I'm going to go get some food. I'll think about what I want to do this evening, since we did about 2 hours of trying to troubleshoot OBS issues into about 3.5 hours solid of PSO. So I'm happy with being able to play with everybody today. I hope you had a good time. But unfortunately for now, it is time to say goodbye to both the stream and YouTube. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I hope you have a great day or a good night, depending on the time zone.